Okay, well, hi, Keiko. It's
Hi.
so great to catch up with you, and thank you for meeting with me again today. It's been not too long since you and I have been working together and spent some time together. I'm so excited about sharing today, and
Oh,
I would just really love to know, where what takes up your time these days?
what takes up time?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, what was
yeah. So when before you started the program, what
mm-hmm.
were you doing with your time?
Uh yeah, I always watching Netflix and Facebook, Instagram, just killing time. I never use the time like productive. Like yeah.
Yeah, okay. And where did you feel like you were dissatisfied or unhappy in your life or in your profession that you thought that you wanted to change something?
um yeah, after my son was born and I was because my husband was so busy. Then I was looking after my son all by myself. Then every day I was exhausted and didn't find couldn't see my purpose of my life. So then yeah, I
Yeah.
I
So
thought I
you
was yeah
lacking it was lacking purpose. You felt
yeah
like you were lacking purpose, yeah.
yeah.
And when you were lacking purpose, Keiko, how did you feel? How were you feeling?
Ah it's hard to describe. When I find, sorry, what was the question again? Sorry.
Yeah, before you started the program
Mhm.
and when you felt like you had no purpose, how were you feeling at that time?
Um, I was always, I had always like anxiety
Mm.
and always always um, question myself. Like like even when I go to shopping, and always say to myself, "Oh, I don't deserve it. It's expensive." Like always, like I don't know, like didn't have um self-worth really very
Yeah,
was very low and always yeah and
yeah,
always
wow.
complain like small things, why this is happening, why it shouldn't be happen, like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Wow. And there's so many women that are feeling like you as well, Keiko, where they're feeling like they don't have a lot of purpose. And I certainly appreciate where you're coming from because that was my story as well. That was
Mm,
my journey of, even just going to the shops and just not feeling worthy of buying something nice or
mm,
buying a nice meal. I would always go lower, go down, on even spending where I was spending my money because I just didn't think I was worth spending money on either. So I appreciate where you're coming from and especially not having purpose as well. I was very unfulfilled also. And what do you feel like, what did you realize that you needed to do in order for your life to improve?
mm. What did you sorry, what was the question, sorry?
Yeah. So, in order for your life to be better
Mhm.
and to improve, what did you need to do, or what did you realize you needed to do?
Ah, first things was stop beat stop beating up self.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I was beating up self so much. Then
Yeah.
the first things was stop beating up self.
Yeah.
Then try to make me happy as much as possible when I get. when I get done.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you find, and what I've certainly learned in my life as well, and lots of people that we've worked with over the years, that if we want to go from into prosperity, it really starts with self-love, because self-love is prosperity. When we feel good about ourselves, or when we deeply love and appreciate the incredible human being that we are, the number one and the very first thing that we all need to stop doing, especially as women, is to stop criticizing ourselves. Because how easy is it for us to beat ourselves up and be hard on ourselves as well. So, Keiko, it's been 3 or 4 months since we first met, and since you've done the program. Tell me, what have you already accomplished, or what has changed for you that you feel like that we could celebrate?
Yeah, first things I achieved the goal, like yeah, English test. I got really high mark, and then second things was a lot of things like law of affection happened to me. Like
Yes. Yes. Wow. So
yeah,
what did you notice? What did you notice from that?
uh, like before I thought the law of affection happened to only like special people, such as like yeah, but now I feel like, oh, I feel like a little bit like connected to our universe, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And it's interesting because we are always manifesting. The law of attraction is always working, but depending on if we are thinking negatively, we are going to attract negative into our life, negative people, negative situations. So we're already manifesting. But when we get to learn how to manifest what we actually want in our life, it's a whole different story, isn't it? When we start to think positively and we realize that how powerful our thinking is, and that whatever it is that we're creating in our physical reality is all based on our thoughts and our beliefs. And the great news about that is that thoughts are just thoughts. We can change our thoughts. So we've got full control over what we're attracting into our life and what we're open to receiving. Because when we have that self-love and we have the self-worth, it's not about getting from life, isn't it? It's about, are we open to receiving the abundance that is available to each and every single one of us? So how do you feel now after participating in the program, and now that you've got some tools and you've got some resources that you have access to for life, to use for the rest of your life, how do you feel now?
Yeah, before I always worry about like before starting new things, but now I don't really worry. And yeah, this is really like big for me. Like this
Yeah.
is really like life-changing experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
because before I always worry about what what if this is happen? What like always worry even um doesn't happen. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. And that's what I really loved about seeing you stepping from being in the fear and stepping into faith, and just knowing, because it's one thing to think it, it's another thing to believe it. But when you can get to the place of knowing that your success is inevitable and you're always, always, always on the right path. And I just loved seeing you grow and blossom and really implement just the baby steps each day really take it very simply and very gracefully and very easily, to change those thoughts and beliefs into positive ones and resourceful ones that are now going to serve you to creating the life that you love as well with your beautiful family. And I appreciate that your background is in business as well. You know, when you're in Japan, you have such an incredible story. Coming here to Australia, you have a brand new, a little baby boy who is just amazing. And just to find yourself as a mum has just been such a beautiful story, that we've had such an honor of sharing part of the journey with you. So Keiko, first of all, I just want to say congratulations to you for completing the course. And, you know, just seeing you grow and bloom, it just makes my heart so happy. And to find your purpose and to be a light in this world for the highest good of all. But just as we finish up today, if you knew someone else that was feeling a little bit like yourself, where they had lost their purpose, or maybe they're feeling lost, or they're quite anxious, or often find themselves worrying about, you know, is life going to be different for me, or am I stuck with where I'm at in this unhappiness and this unfulfillment? What would you say to someone that is in that same position to you, that may be looking forward to breaking through to their next chapter of their life?
Yeah, I would say, oh, you can change your life, because I used to be like you. Don't worry, you can change your life, and yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Well, Keiko, thank you so much for your time today. It has been such a pleasure to get to know you and share your story. You're such a beautifully graceful, empowering woman, and to see you step into the shoes of your higher self has been such an honor. So thank you very much. Arigato. Arigato. And you have a great day, and you take care. Bye for now.
Bye.